This is the assignment Lotus Pose onto. It was the article about the Seattle Seahawks and their coach Pete Carroll and how he has made some changes to impact his football team. Right away in the article I thought was very interesting is when they talked about a lot of the problems NFL players were having. They had a couple of comments in there that came from former NFL players and just how lonely how how lonely these players felt on the football team, on any football team, and when their careers were done, a lot of them go into depression. One even said it, alcoholism, and that they just felt like there wasn't much support from the team or the organization while they were on the field. And Pete Carroll wanted to change that dynamic for the Seattle Seahawks, and from that article, it seems like he's doing a great job. I really enjoyed some of the things that he was doing in the article to help his team. It seemed like he was a very genuine coach and really cared about his athletes, and that's something I want to be, that is inspiring to me, because as a head coach and a teacher, I want to obviously have good athletes and make them better athletes on the field, but off the field I want to make sure and know and have my players know that I care about them as a person and not just as an athlete on my team. And I feel sometimes coaches can fall in that trap of they want to win, we have to do this to win, that we forget that these athletes, they're real humans too. They have problems at home, they have problems at school, and so if we can figure out how to help them on and off the field, we're going to have better athletes in the end. I don't see it as big of a problem as the NFL, because they're getting paid, that's their job, and there's a lot of stress involved in being a professional athlete. I'm not saying there's no stress for being a high school athlete. I would just say it's different levels of stress. But Pete Carroll implemented some things that he talked about meditation, and they actually they meditate before practices. They had a yoga class that was optional, and since so many people enjoyed it, they actually implemented that as mandatory throughout their practice throughout the next year. And I thought that was really cool that he got a lot of guys to buy into that, and a lot of people liked it, so they kept going with it. Another thing that Pete talked about is that he never talks down on his players, he never swears. They're always thinking positive. And as a coach, with all the eyes that are always on us, I feel like we have to be positive in everything that we do, because if a player is going to be scared and know if they make a mistake they're going to get yelled at, they're going to crumble every time. They're going to know if they make one minor error, the coach is going to be yelling at them. And I don't want to be a coach that does that, because I've been coached by people that do that, and it's not very fun. So I really enjoyed this article. Like I said, I learned a lot of information that I didn't know about Pete Carroll and the Seahawks. I mean, obviously I know Pete Carroll has been a successful coach in college and in the NFL, but now I kind of got a little insider information, what it attributed to that success, and I look forward to hearing more about him. So that was the video, a couple little insights that I learned about it, and a couple things I want to change and do better for me as a coach as well. Thank you.